Bonjour. Bonjour, Kalpana.
Hi, Bruno.
This is the Kalpana and Bruno show today, LARVOL CLIN Build in Public, where we like to share our journey in building CLIN. And we are very excited to share with you some new features. Today, we're going to talk about how to navigate populations, cancer populations, clinical trial cancer population, and be able to access the standard of care regimens in these population. Before I pass the microphone to Kalpana, who built with her colleagues many of these features, I want to remind our audience first, thanks for listening. Let us know if you have any questions. This is live, so you can ask questions in real time, and we love interaction. So say hello and leave a comment and ask us a question. CLIN, think about CLIN as a Google map of cancer data. So all of the published data, all of the outcome in particular, clinical outcome in cancer research has been aggregated in one single place. So Kalpana, to you.
Yeah. Hi, Bruno. So today we are discussing about the population and the standard of care treatments for population tab. So before we go there, I wanted to show certain features under the drug. Okay, so this is the drugs tab. So here, for example, if I search with pembrolizumab, which is a well-known drug. So yeah, so this we call as drug 360 page. So here you can see certain analytics about the drug, trials, publications, Twitter reactions, milestones, and regimens. So under the regimen tab, this is the topic of today. So I directly jumped into regimens. But if at all, if you have any questions related to any of the topics, we can discuss those also. Under the regimen tab, currently we are displaying all the regimens which have Pembro as one of the agent. Okay. So for example, for pembrolizumab, we have 95 regimens. But in this page, currently we are not showing for which population we are giving this treatment, or are there any guidelines or FDA approvals for this regimen. So for that, we will quickly jump to the population tab, which is your favorite topic as such, Bruno, if I can say that way. So here, under the key population tab, I can click on any specific population. For example, I clicked on NSCLC, which is a KTT. KTT in the sense tumor type. Bruno, you can still hear me, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Before going ahead, yeah, I can search with any tumor type, and I can see the tumor type, and below that I can see the population definitions. Something like here we see adjuvant NSCLC, second line and metastatic NSCLC, neoadjuvant NSCLC. You can directly go to any of the populations, specific populations, or you can click on the tumor type directly. So under the tumor type, you should be able to see the landscapes and meta-analysis, trials, treatment algorithms, regimens, and polls. So now I am going directly to the regimens tab. So as a user, be it be a pharma or be it be an oncologist or someone who wants to study anything related to NSCLC, they can go to the regimen tab, and here they can see all the drugs or all the regimens as such. So we can show the drug, and beside that we show the flag. One flag is related to US, that means like it is FDA approved, and the other flag is European flag, that means like it is European approved. And to the right hand side we can see little pills which is very colorful. So here you can see like the guidelines, NCCN, ASCO, NICE, and ESMO. These are the different guidelines we cover. So if the specific drug over here is listed in any of the guidelines, it would be mentioned over here, and We can also open that specific regimen and see the practice statements which are collected from those specific approval or guidelines. Any specific questions or anything you wanted to comment here, Bruno?
Just that this is organized in two levels. One level is the tumor type, the key tumor type, non-small cell, and then one level down for we call them essentially the zip codes of cancer. So a specific population within non-small cell lung cancer, which is the focus of guideline, the focus of landscape, the focus of reviews, etc. And we can pick any of these populations, and then we have the full 360 picture for that population.
Yes. Yeah. And if we go to the regimens tab, again, as we mentioned, we can see the specific drugs. This is a specific population I have picked now. For example, if I go to osimertinib here, I can see the specific population. So we we entered this page from first line metastatic NSCLC, but here you can see first line EGFR mutated metastatic NSCLC. That is a specific mutation, and for a specific mutation, only EGFR mutation, you can see locally advanced metastatic NSCLC. So different set of specific populations are nested under a specific population. So there are different levels, as Bruno mentioned. It is something like we have the tumor type, below that we have the population, which is in a broader category, and under that again the sub populations are also available. So this is that practice statements are also mentioned for each of the specific populations. Okay. And for the guidelines, we have which guideline is it, that is ESMO, and what is the category and what is the approval level. For example, here it is NCCN preferred regimen and it is coming under category 2A. So for ASCO, it is mentioning it as like moderate or strong recommendation. So that is mentioned over here. What I am highlighting, ASCO, it is a moderate evidence quality, but it is a strong recommendation. Similarly, the second one, which I'm highlighting now, it is ASCO, evidence quality is low, but the strength of the recommendation is weak. Each of the guideline has its own way of defining whether that recommendation is strong or poor, or whether that is just a preferred regimen or strong recommendation. So we also capture that information, and the practice statements are particularly collected from the guideline or from the FDA approvals. So you can see we are not making anything up over here, but we are collecting the information from the standard regimens, the standard guidelines and approvals, and collating and keeping it at one place. So that's why we call it as like a 360 page. uh, Anything you would like to add?
Nope.
Yeah. Okay, so moving to this. Okay, till now we have seen only a single drug, for example afatinib, osimertinib, but there are certain drugs that are approved in combinations. For example, the classic example is nivo plus ipi. So we can go here and see the specific population, and again the recommendation level and the practice statement. So once you click on it, the statement, you can go to the specific place from where we have collected. Of course, this is NCCN, so you need that login credentials for that. Okay. This is related to the population regimens tab. Along with NSCLC, we can go to the other tumor types. Any specific tumor type we should be exploring, Bruno?
Let's pick AML.
Yeah, this is AML. Shall we go to KTT or the specific population?
Your choice.
We can go with relapse recurrent AML. Since we have already discussed about the regimens, Bruno, should we just give a glance of the polls, whatever we have collected?
Sure, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So these are certain polls which we have extracted from X. Okay. And I can say, like, probably we are the only database we have the polls collated and defined for the specific populations as such. For example, here, this specific poll is for only AML. So we define it as well. And you can see what is the poll, what is the result, and how many votes are there. It's missing, but it would be added soon. And what is the final result? The percentage of each of the poll is also mentioned over here. So again, I'm repeating, this is the reason why we are calling this is a 360 page of the population. You can explore n number of things. Whatever is relevant for that specific population, you can see it over here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so, for our audience, if you are interested in getting a full demo of this platform or even testing it, please drop a comment on LinkedIn or on the platform where you see this broadcasting.
Yeah. And also, we should be mentioning, Bruno, for oncologists, we are giving this access free of cost. So, if any of the oncologists, any practicing oncologists are interested in exploring CLIN, just drop in a message to us, your email ID. We will be happy to create your credentials and you can access CLIN free of cost. That is,
Also,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, I hope you take advantage of that. Also, we will be at upcoming cancer conferences, so let us know, and we would love to say hello. We'll be at the Lung Conference, WCLC. We will be at the big European Cancer Conference, ESMO. Are we going to be at SITC, Kalpana? I'm not 100% sure. Perhaps at SITC, the Immuno-Oncology Conference. And then this year, there's also ACBCS, the Breast Cancer Conference in San Antonio, and ASH. And so
yes,
these are the upcoming large conferences. We will be there, but also we'll be covering it in our podcast. So we'll show you in upcoming podcasts how before the conference, during, and after the conference, CLIN can help be organized and access data. On
yeah.
that note, unless you have any final words, Kapana, we could close the call.
Yeah, sure, Bruno. I'll just close. For the upcoming conference, we have this WCLC World Lung Conference. So only titles are released, so you can see the titles. So in the upcoming sessions, when the abstracts are released, we should be able to show you what data we should be updating and everything under the conference tab. So stay tuned to us.
Yeah. Kapana, thank you, merci, and au revoir.